This week, I tried 5 different lead generation techniques. I have been thinking, what is the best lead generation technique in 2026? I got a lot of answers, so I decided to find out for myself. It's Monday. I initially had my reservations about using the apps because I know they can be quite expensive, some more than others. But Bark and UpWork have some hype, so I wanted to see if it was worth it. I started with Bark and bought enough credits for 2 contacts, but the first person didn't respond. Until... So then I had a call with a lovely lady called Marianne and ended up helping her with her website SEO. So I've been using Bark for about half an hour now. I have so far bought 20 credits and paid £62. I would not be jumping to renew that. I also wasn't impressed with the lack of detail in all of the listings. I mean, look at these. But then it all changed. I found the most detailed listing ever, and the guy picked up straight away. Well, I will be damned. I all of a sudden came across the most detailed listing ever. He picked up the phone and we have a meeting planned for Friday. So Bark may have redeemed themselves. I'm really excited. It is the end of day 1, which means that today I did all of the apps. I spent the next 6 minutes yapping, so let me make this debrief quick. Bark has a get hired guarantee, so they claim that if you don't get hired, you get all of your credits and money back, whereas UpWork does not have that. On the other hand, I did some maths, and UpWork is over 1,000 times more cost effective than Bark. But on the other hand, UpWork is way more competitive. Regardless, I'd say we're off to a pretty strong start. See you tomorrow. It is Tuesday. Now, emails were actually how I got my first clients, and it does take a lot of time, but it can be really effective. I know there's a lot of automation techniques out there. I personally don't do that. Instead, I go to Google Maps, find businesses, click on their website, critique the website, and then I send them an email. This is my outreach tracker from back when I started. You can see the colours. That was an assumption, but there is a lot of red for those who cannot see that colour. You can see here it was my first ever client, then I had a lot of red, and then I got a little bit better. The oranges, like clients that I'm in contact with as well and have worked with. So I got a little bit better, but I think I worked out at one point an 18% response rate. It is the end of day 2. I sent 11 cold emails. Okay, clearly I was on a bit of a go slow here, but basically I was saying that I like to take the time with my emails so that they're personable, and that I know that there's a lot of automation techniques with AI and everything, but I don't personally like using those because I prefer to be able to show my personality and get to know them a bit more. I mean, my name is the business name, so I guess that's important for me. Anyway, that's the end of day 2. Today is Wednesday, which means it is cold calling day. This is another one that I have a few reservations about, just because I know that cold callers have a bit of a bad rep. It's definitely like exposure therapy. I'm gonna jump on the phone and see what I can do. There's a lot of waiting around as well. You'll sit for rings and rings and rings, but then...
Speaking.
Oh, hi there, I'm looking for... And the nice people make it worth it. Even if they don't need your services, sometimes people will just have a chat. I also found out I talk to myself. That's disgusting. Okay, so it is the end of day 3. This is not an everyday occurrence, so I don't want to get your hopes up, but I ended up calling 10 people. Of those, 6 of them answered, and the other 4 I left a voicemail. I was really lucky. 2 said yes, 2 needs following up because they were busy, and the other 2 took my details. So I got no people that said no. From previous experience, this is not a very common occurrence, and I did only call 10 people. I do just want to reiterate that you should not go into cold calling expecting those results, because that is very rare, and there were days where I would just get constant no's, or there were even days where no one would even pick up the phone. Oh yeah, and 2 of them were also warm leads, so. I will see you tomorrow for networking. I've been to one networking event before this one, so I luckily knew what to expect. It was about 25 minutes from where I live and 2 hours long, from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I'm back. I had the best time. I had so much fun. You just get to meet people, chat to people, and everyone's so lovely. The one I went to before didn't really have as many people in my industry or people that need me, but today there were loads of people that are either in my industry or need my help. So I had some really fruitful connections today, and yeah, I felt great. With that, I will see you tomorrow for the final day. The £2.80 is for petrol, by the way, not like a coffee. So today is Friday, meaning it is the last day of this experiment. I actually did a little bit before my networking event yesterday. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is this is basically I spent this day researching and looking at different social media strategies, and then I also opened a Reddit account to help out the community a bit and get my name out there. Yesterday, I looked at the LinkedIn Sales Navigator and wasn't too impressed. It was about £200 for 2 days, and they said it would get me about 1 to 3 leads. So that comes out to about £66 per lead, and I would rather go to Bark, ironically, and use it there. Also, it is Friday, so I don't know how effective that would be. I think organic outreach is probably the route that I want to take for my business pages. With that, I will see you tomorrow for the results. You can spend infinite amounts on social media, but I spent 0 today. I forgot to turn my mic on, so please enjoy. It is the end of this week. I'm going to jump straight in with the reviews because you just want to know the answers. Monday was the apps. I tried Bark and UpWork. Pros of UpWork. Ended up getting 2 out of 2 responses on Bark and 0 out of 4 responses on UpWork. So in total, I give lead generation apps a 8 out of 10. Tuesday was emailing. I actually got no responses. Out of 10 emails that I sent, I got none. But normally I do have a process where I follow up and different things, so I didn't do the full process that I normally do. I'm gonna give cold emails a 5 out of 10. Wednesdays were cold calls. I do think being rejected and being told no, even if you're not hung up on, is important to build mental courage and strength. You don't want to be known as the annoying cold caller, especially if you work locally. You have to have a thick skin, you have to be okay with being told no and rejected. Cold calling has been around for decades, and one day it is going to fizzle out. And again, it can be very repetitive, but this time I feel like it shows more. If you're tired and bored, people are going to be able to pick up on that in your calls. I did have a really successful day. As a result, I feel like that sways my rating, but there are definitely days where I would have rated cold calling a 1 or a 2 out of 10, so I feel like it's really subjective. Thursday was the networking event, which was so much fun. I had lots of fun though, so I would venture to give networking events a 9 out of 10. Finally, Friday was social media, which is a bit hard to rate because there's 2 different routes you can go down. There's inorganic and then there's organic. I didn't do any inorganic growth on Friday. I didn't pay for any ad campaigns. I didn't make any direct outreach, so it's difficult to kind of base my rating off of results, but I have grown accounts previously and I also enjoy creating content, so for that reason I think the fun factor brings it up to a 7.5 out of 10. So the results are in. Networking events are my favourite and cold emails are my least. I hope this can be of some help to you. I hope you can take these methods and use them for your own business. Thank you for watching and I will see you soon. Are you serious?